There's something I started to think about. I want to keep this one when the internet's up and running. I'm going to talk to them today. See what happens. Wish me luck. There's this idea that there's something about the right wing that they don't want people educated, this, that, and the other. And one of the things I was hoping was, could you be honest and tell me if you have or have not read Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell in the comments? The entire thing about, and then could you put, what would you recommend as one of your favorite books on economics or finance or that sort of thing? One of your favorites, just off the top of your head. Just throw it in the comments. Because this is really one of these things that the left is not getting, is not a good strategy that's starting to come through a lot. And this is now where I'm like, being off the internet has helped me get a little bit of perspective on some things. They keep doing this thing of that the right wants people uneducated. Really, I think the term they're looking for is unknowledgeable. That people won't have knowledge, because you can't develop skills without knowledge. You can't kick a ball if somebody doesn't in some way, shape, or form explain the idea. Children have to be taught how to do a lot of things. We forget. Like swallowing items without choking is like this huge process for humans. So, not shitting yourself all the time. Whoa, duckies going cray-cray. The duckies are all over the place. They're feeling ducky this morning. All right. So, the thing that I started to think about was, Thomas Sowell. So, one would have to approve, they don't want them educated. You guys don't know what you're talking about. You're uneducated people. So then be like, okay, so why is then some of the most popular authors, if all these terrible things are so true about the right, why are the most popular authors like Thomas Sowell and Ludwig von Mises, when it comes to their very outlook on economics and a very large number of views? And then random, like these people, like, then how do you explain, like, if this is all about some kind of terrible greed, why do you have, Stefan Molyneux, this sort of exemplar of somebody who always comes with the receipts? Now I know people will point out something that he this, that, or the other, but he's done a lot of things where he's pointed out this is his argument. He makes his argument, and he typically makes it well. Teaching then a lot of people on the right how to make really good arguments. The key thing about the right that is, when you look at the influencers and you look at then the various stages of a wide variety of influencers, remember, one of this is Lambo bookshelf bro. What does he have? He has a Lambo. What else does he have? Shelves full of books, because he loves reading books. See, bro, he got his Lambo by reading books. What's in these books? Knowledge, bro. And you all know who I'm talking about. I forget what his name is, but that was a good hustle. But it caused men to embrace this idea of think big, and God damn it, sit down and read, which sitting, concentrating, and reading for long amounts of time builds a whole bunch of various cognitive skills. And this is something that you then start to perceive in the podcasting and such on both sides of the aisle, and the writing. The right has better logic, grammar, and rhetoric, even if these are people who aren't necessarily all that well trained in such arts, say in some private setting or something like that. But the thing that I really had to sit back and then I was like, yes, the septivium, so the trivium, logic, grammar, rhetoric, into the septivium. This was a dude's entire thing he hit the internet with many, many years ago, Chris Duane. And he got people to start, I interrupt the ducks, cool chilling. Get out of their way. Messing up his duck game. Hey, duckies. It's all good. It's Ducky Burr. And so Chris Duane, who got people into investing in physical silver. And that's changed the outlook. That's, for a lot of men, that's big thinking. They're thinking for a longer term goal. And a lot of these people who got into silver when the price of gold dropped or price of platinum dropped, they would pick that up too. And so now there's this class of highly economically well-trained people who've all taught one another. And there's no way back from that. Like, the Department of Education thing, you don't understand. Like, what happened was eventually there was Generation X, and a lot of these men were like, how don't you know about this subject matter? So then, what do? You teach this person on the internet about the subject matter. One by one, they learn about finance. And that's a big part of what's messed you up. So, yeah. All right, later.